Lighting sage and Palo Santo, kind of clear the energy. This reading is for our lovely feminines. For the current energy, well, it's about the feminines. Okay, current energy about the feminines. So real quick before I get into it, everything's shuffled already, but I just well, first of all, I was really digging that bird's eye view, but my little stand broke already, so that happened. And also I was trying to, this is the third time I'm trying to videotape this because stuff keeps happening to it, and it's just, I guess it wasn't right. But I mean, it was weird because the first time I did it, that's when I started channeling, and it was super intense where I actually had to like light my own candle, like cutting cord candle and getting rid of negativity. And I had used the Archangel Michael candle to assist me in that, and it was really cool because the video I did, it had some, I showed the candle work. If I can find it somewhere, I'm sure it's somewhere in here. I'm sure it's not entirely lost, but if I can find that, I'll put it up because it was intense. The energies that I tapped into were really intense, so intense where I actually needed to take a minute out, like a timeout. So before I get into the reading, I just want to let you know what I tapped into intuitively. And like I said before on the other video that's lost, what I heard was like a lot of arguing. And I'm not entirely sure if it's with the karmic or twin flame, but the feminine is going through their own transformation. The feminine is like on the cusp of leaving this journey entirely, and there's another group that's staying in the journey but not really relying on their masculine anymore for anything. And some of them are also getting rid of the idea of the masculine. And then there's another group that is getting a small offer from the masculine. So we'll see which soul group these cards pick up on. But it was really interesting because I saw a lot of like blocking, and then when I closed my eyes I saw blocking, the feminine blocking. And it was like blocking from social media. So a lot of feminines are blocking their masculine from social media and like Facebook and stuff. And then what else did I see? I just heard a lot of like bickering back and forth. Then I tapped into another group that sorry, give me a minute. This one was if I can remember, this group was fighting with their karmic. There's some feminines there that haven't left their karmic yet, in hopes that they don't make a mistake by choosing their twin flame. But here's the thing, a lot of that soul group is choosing themselves because they can't decide. So there's some of you that are choosing yourself, just like, it's just like, you know, a lot of the feminines are putting self-love, self-care, and just like self-worth above anything else, and that's awesome. So yeah, like I said, we'll see where this goes. I'm interested to see where this goes for you guys, or for the feminines. Angels and spirit guides, what messages do you have about the feminine at this time and this current energy? About this current energy and where they're at, heart, mind, and soul. Where are the feminines at, heart, mind, and soul? Oh, that flew out. Okay, let me put these down before I lose track of what came out first. Okay, so this came out first. So it's upside down. Okay, so upside down, second. See, King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the upright, with Justice card in the upright. You guys got the Moon card also. So King and Queen already, that's That's like a couple right there. That's a pair, you know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, see, you know, I had to take a time out, and that's what it looks like some of you might be doing too. Just from tapping into that energy, I had to take a time out. It was really, really intense. Oh, and I felt like I was going through, like, the emotional pain that I was feeling, felt like I was going through a breakup, you guys. Like, when I channeled, it almost felt like I was dying emotionally. Like it was so painful. Like, so painful. It just felt like I was dying, you know, and it was just really hard. It was hard to go through and experience that. I mean, when a relationship like that ends, like just in general, you know, it's really hard, especially if it's been a long-term one or with your soulmate, you know. That's painful for anybody. So if that's the case, then I send you lots of love and light. Okay. Energy is like a mess right now. Stop. I just try to get jumpers like one at a time. Because to me that's the message I'm looking for. See, like that. And usually, see, like it come out. Usually if it flips over, it'll come out. Because that's what really wants to come out. What messages do you have in regards to the feminine and what they're experiencing? So, I mean, some feminines are probably watching, maybe more masculines are watching. It's like we're being nosy, like I said, for the masculine. It's like we're being nosy and kind of like peeking into their lives at this moment and seeing what's going on. You know, we just want to see where everybody's at, mind, heart, and soul, you know, make sure everybody's okay. And if it helps, it helps. If not, then maybe this message wasn't for you. Like if it resonates or not, you know. But yeah, it was that energy earlier. That was just intense. Okay. Oh, I should probably lower this stuff. Lower the music. Overall energy is the Judgment card. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers. Why is the King of Pentacles here in reverse with the King of Swords in regards to the feminine? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Lots of reversals, you guys. And don't be alarmed with reversals. I mean, sometimes it can mean negative stuff, but there's also cards that are in the upright that are kind of negative. So it just all, like for me, it's like all depends on how the clarifiers, like what kind of clarifiers come out for them. And like, it just tells a story. So don't be alarmed. Okay, too many. This one came out first. Okay. Too many. And in the last reading I did, the feminine got got this card again, but they also got the Ten of Cups in this spot upside down, and it was in the same spot that the masculine got theirs in the upright. So that was interesting. This is your clarifier for the deck, for the overall energy. So you got the Fool in reverse with Judgment. So, like I mentioned before, I really do feel like the feminine is awakening to different ideas. Like, obviously, you're going through awakening already. Obviously, you're reawakening or just ascending spiritually. I feel like right now you're kind of like at a vulnerable state right now. Like your emotions are exposed. Like I just feel like you are so open, you know, emotionally. And it's almost as if you found some sort of clarity that you've been searching for. That you might want to take this leap of faith, kind of like not giving any regard for what the outcome will be, if that makes sense. But I keep hearing leap of faith, just going for it. So that's kind of cool. Whatever, you know, we'll get into it. But it could go either way, you know, leap of faith of your new direction by yourself, making a decision with one person or leaving one person. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just get the sense of this. Okay, hold on. I'm getting something else. I think maybe there's some feminines out there that haven't woke up yet, that are just barely waking up now. Okay, that's coming in really strong. Really strong. So this might be a different entirely soul group. And I think you're at the point in your life where you don't care. You want to take a risk. Oh shit. Look at all these cards fell when I was just holding it, and look. Okay, it's weird because these two cards fell and this came out. So I feel like that's a message. And it's like, it's weird that the Fool is in reverse with this that fell. So right away I'm thinking you are thinking about or not you, but the feminine might be thinking about not giving regard to the karmic, and just kind of like, don't shoot the messenger here, but this is what I'm just getting, okay? I feel as if the feminine is taking that step in kind of that third party energy without regard of anything, any regard for emotions or anything, or which I highly recommend you don't do it, no matter what, because it's not a judgment call. I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm not throwing shade. It's just, if you do that, like, and I mean, there could be exceptions, obviously, but if you do that and you cheat with this person, there's gonna be karmic payback. 100%. Nobody escapes from karma. I don't care who you are. I don't care what journey you're on. I don't care if you're a twin flame or not. You don't escape karma. And if you think it's okay because they're your twin flame, you're wrong. And I'm speaking from experience. Don't do it. Please don't do it. There's so much pain involved. When that comes with the territory, pain, the aftermath, so much pain involved. So please don't do it. And it's not, you think it just affects the karmic. No, it affects everybody. Karmic, twin flame, yourself especially, their families. Like, just don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Yeah, so that's the overall energy. That's crazy that happened like that. Even, I know you feel exposed. I know you're like, you want to like tell them how you feel. I know you want them. But please heed my warning when I tell you, if they're attached to somebody else, don't get involved. As much as you love them, I know you love them unconditionally. I know you'd probably do anything for them, but this can't be it. Trust me. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm not judging. I'm telling you the consequences that come with this. It's not easy to get through, and the guilt afterwards, and then the pain and the suffering, and just, it's so low vibrational, you know what I mean? So if you can, I mean, not everybody's going to listen, but if you can, please don't get involved in that way. Okay, so enough of that. I took 15 minutes talking about it. That's how you know strongly I feel about it, because I don't want to get into it, but just trust me on this, please. Now, if you're getting out of that situation, then good for you, right? But you're healing from, the feminine is healing from the King of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords. So there's an energy, there's a masculine energy that's kind of controlling, a little bit emotionally unavailable. But there's also a energy that, it's aggressiveness. It's just not good. And then, but there's also an energy that's like coming with truths and almost like an authoritative energy, like a leader, So maybe this masculine that the feminine was dealing with with the masculine almost had like a sense of duality to them. Like they could be one way and then the next day flip like this. So I almost feel as if the feminine was dealing with somebody who was acting. One day they were like everything that you've ever dreamed of, and then the next day they're a complete jerk and complete a-hole. You know what I mean? So it's like you're healing, which is good though, because you're healing from that energy. You're healing from that situation. So that's really good. And I feel like your intuition has a strong message here for you. It's like your inner voice is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening. There's secrets, and there's some sort of illusions, some sort of fear based around this, right? Obviously secrets if, you're trying to, or if there was a third party. But, and I think your intuition is trying to tell you, like, if you feel like you want to trust your intuition, then trust it. If you feel like there's something off about the situation, then it probably is. Because I think you're self-doubting yourself, and I think you're kind of like feeling weak to them. I think you're weak around your masculine. And I think, like, just like the secrets and the, like, what's done in the dark, whatever's done in the dark comes to the light. Like, so, stuff, a lot of times stuff comes out either way. And I think your intuition's trying to tell you, like, trying to guide you and how to make decisions. But I think you're doubting yourself or doubting your intuition. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, that's what I'm getting. So you got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, which is good. So with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, you're down to earth, you're motherly, you're just all around knowledgeable of using the skills that and just, you can make your own money, you can run a household, you can run a career, an empire, that kind of thing. Like, you're just really well-grounded. And the thing is, it's like, there's like some sort of obstacle getting in the way. I feel like there's an obstacle of getting in the way of what you want. Or there's just, I don't know how to say this without, like, trying to sound like I'm throwing shade, because I'm not. I swear I'm not. But what I'm getting is, it's kind of like, because, this in the, in the reverse is greedy, materialistic, that type of energy. And it's like, you don't care about the obstacles, you don't care how long it takes. It's like, when you want something, like, you have to have it. Or somebody. That's the energy that I'm getting. And then following that is the Justice card with the Ace of Swords. So, this is truth, this is balance, this is fairness, this is balance. So, that with the Ace of Swords comes with, this is, confusion, chaos. And then with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the two, I almost feel like if this were to take its course, if this were to happen, the truth's going to come out, right? Or at least that's in your mind and your thoughts, because this reading is about the feminines, what's in their mind, heart, and soul. So let's say this hasn't happened yet, okay? Let's say that's something that you're thinking about. I think what's happening here is that you're actually thinking about getting with them. I don't think, maybe you haven't done it yet, but I think you're thinking about getting into this third party situation. If you haven't already, like I said, if you haven't already. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, though, it's like it's something that wasn't planned properly, something that wasn't thought through. Now, if it happens that way, if it hasn't been thought through, then yes, like, people will find out. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, oh, sneak and make sure your plan is perfect. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, things that are done in the dark will come to the light. And that's what this is saying. Like, this can cause chaos. This can cause confusion. This type of energy. And either the feminine's really taking some time to kind of like reevaluate the situation, kind of like taking a break and recuperating, like kind of like thinking back about like everything that has happened and transpired. Either the outcome is, by taking some time and thinking about it, the outcome is, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cheat, or I'm gonna hook up with them no matter what, because the Five of Swords is here with it, and that's the card that's like win at all costs, betrayal. You don't care who you hurt in the, you don't care about the obstacles in the way. You don't care who you hurt in the way of getting what you want. That's low vibrational stuff right there. And I'm not throwing shade, like, I'm not judging. Like, if that's what you want, then that's what you want. But like I said, like, you're being warned. There's consequences that come with that. It doesn't matter if they're your twin flame or not. I don't know why people think that just because they're their twin flame that the karmic stuff doesn't apply to them. Yeah, it does. It's like a test. The universe is like, it's like a test. I think the universe throws it out in there to see how you're going to react, But either that's coming, or it's like you're thinking about what can happen, and maybe that's not how you want to pursue things. Maybe the masculine is trying to like get you to do that, and you love them so much, it's like, I'll do whatever you want. That's this, like, the greed, like, I just want you, I'll do whatever you want, But, and here's the thing, it's like, and I'm not judging, I keep saying that, because I'm really not, but what I'm saying is, it's like, and then the other masculine, the other video I did is about the masculine, like, where they're at, like, they're ready to give an offer, and but they're supposed to make a decision to choose, like, who they're going to choose. And so say if they do make you an offer, right, and they're still attached to somebody, like, is that offer really worth it? Like, are you really going to do that? Like, and is that really, that's not really nice and responsible of the masculine to do. You know what I mean? Like, you're worth more than that. Like, unless you're down with the whole, I don't know, unless you're down with the whole, like, triad or whatever it's called, polyamorous thing, then fine, do what you gotta do. But if not, You know, you got to think about everybody involved. And it's just not worth it. It's not. Trust me. It's not worth it. Unless you're the exception and they choose you, you know? But it's like, do you really want to wait to be chosen by somebody? Like, do you really want that? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why I keep getting this. And, I mean, obviously the cards are saying stuff, but I don't know. I just get this uneasy feeling. And I'm not comfortable with it at all. All I can say is whatever you decide, just be ready for the outcome and what's going to happen afterwards. Just be prepared, because it's not, I mean, it's kind of toxic, it's toxic. And like I said, there's pain, not just for you, not just for them, and not just their karmic, or heck, even your karmic, if that's the case. There's pain involved on all sides. And the family, the friends, everybody gets hurt. Everybody gets hurt. So keep that in mind, okay? I really hate to leave it off on this note. So let me see. Let me see if there's a card that's a little bit more positive for the outcome. Let's see what happens. What's gonna happen with the feminine? You guys. Karma. So if you choose to go down that route, this is gonna happen. You're gonna get your karmic plate is gonna be filled again. With and whatever pains come with it, it's gonna be teaching you. And you're not going to feel like the Queen of Pentacles anymore. Maybe you do, and that's cool, I guess. But maybe you don't. It's the Empress in reverse. With the Empress in reverse, it's like creative block and like codependencies, right? So here's my thing, or here's what I feel that could happen. If you choose to go down that route of three-party stuff, situations, karma's going to turn. It's not going to be pretty. And the Empress in reverse it's what can happen in these situations is like, so those energetic cords become attached to you, right? So, and it could be karmic, and it could just be like the residual negative energy from the situation stays on you. And when that happens, it creates blockages, right? So you're going to have to go through, if you're just waking up to the journey, that's what you're going to have to go through, is that you're going to have to, and then you do this. Okay, so let me rewind here. If you're just waking up to this journey and you decide to have an affair with your flame or soul counterpart, and then shit hits the fan, people find out, like everything's a mess, chaos, and then you're starting to feel your karma that's coming to you, right? You're starting to feel it. That can create blockages. So whatever you were like into creatively, whatever you were into, like just day-to-day stuff, like those blocks make your like chakras come out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have to really work on that and clear those blocks. So you're going to have to go see a healer. You're probably going to go see psychics, probably while you're watching this. And it's just, you're going to have to go through your journey, you know? And maybe meeting them woke you up. And now you're going on your spiritual journey. So you can never do that again, right? That's a lesson. So, I mean, and in great pain, we still find beauty, you know? We still find that beauty because it's the lessons that are taught and we learn from them, and that makes us stronger makes us wiser, and makes us grow. So I guess if anything, you know, you could look forward to the growth. I really hate to leave it on that note, you guys. Let me get one more card. What else do you have for the feminine? And if you're a masculine watching, remember this can go both ways, male or female. Please don't put them in that situation, you know? And if you're a feminine asking that of your masculine, please don't. Like, it just hurts, you guys. It sucks for everybody. There's too much pain involved. You know, as long as you're unattached and they're unattached, then by all means, go to town, you know? Go to town. That's what came out again. With this in reverse, you know, it's foolishness, it's naiveness, risk-taking. It's risk-taking, it's all the above. I don't think I mean, some of you might not give a shit. Some of you might care, and hey, by all means, you do you. But, yeah, do what you gotta do. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the same cards keep coming out. Let me try to see if I can clarify it. Why is the Fool in reverse for them again? Why is the Fool in reverse for them again? I need one clarifier, please, for the Fool in reverse. Okay, give me one clarifier, please, for the Fool in reverse. Oh, there it is. So I get two things. So the clarity. This is mental clarity. This is victory. So maybe you win, okay? And maybe you win without regard for anybody's feelings. Maybe you're the exception. Fine, cool, whatever. But maybe you do realize, you wake up to the fact and you're like, holy shit. Like, I fucked up. Like, I was naive. I took a risk. I just wanted to see what happened, and now I'm going through the motions and kind of like, you know, learning my lessons and taking my karma with a grin, you know, just taking my karma, you know, that type of thing. So either way, just be yourself, and, you know, if they make you feel uncomfortable, and if you know something's not right, then just trust your instincts. Just listen to your inner voice. Sorry, my hair's like all ratty. What else I was gonna tell you? Oh, and it's so weird because the last feminine video I did was obviously a different soul group. I mean, they were so empowering. Like, it was so empowering, you know? It's like they were hurt, but they're like, you know what? I'm turning it around, and I'm using that pain to create success in my life. They were using that pain to build upon their dreams, and they were just going for it. They were, trying to remember. They're definitely like walking away from the pain and utilizing that to propel them and to motivate them to conquering their dreams. And then the first one was kind of similar. Like, they were just like, I don't care if they're going to offer me crumbs. I'm not taking it. Or I'll take it, but I'm not going to, like, stop everything for them, you know? So it was, like, kind of like that. So whichever group that you're in or whatever situation you're in, just know that I am here for you either way. Like I said, I don't judge. I can only let you know from what I've seen and experienced, and that's why I'm giving you these messages the way that I am, okay? So I'm here for you, even if you just, you know, want to talk, or not talk, but if you want to email me, and that's aside from a personal reading. Like I'm serious. Like, I know I'm here to help people I'm a light worker. Like, that's my duty. That's part of the plan, not entirely, but that's part of it. And then it's funny because like I realized I looked up my North Node. My the North Node is in Leo, and or I forget what it was, but anyway, my North Node says that in my lifetime, my purpose is with communications. My purpose is to spread a message of love and light. And I was like, oh my God. And it's like to use my voice, and I'm a singer, and I've been singing since I can remember. So that's crazy. That look it up, you guys. Look up your North Node, and you can go to cafeastrology.com, I think. Anyway, I'll see if I can put a link in the description box below. But like I said, lots of love and light to you guys, no matter what your situation is. I don't judge. I'm here for you, and please have a blessed night.